Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 with Waking the Tiger DLC. I am once again Sabouts, and I am once again joined by Commissar Roach.
And I am once again high.
We are just rebuilding. That has been pretty much, after winning the Civil War, it's pretty much been just that. A lot of rebuilding.
Well, yeah, the Nazis did a number on the nation.
Yeah, as you would expect, actually. That is how I would expect it to go. You know.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't give up power. They wouldn't give up power.
Yeah.
It's antithetical to their worldview. Exactly.
And even at the end of like World War II, I mean, it came all the way down to, you know, Hitler even enlisting 16-year-olds into the army.
Younger than that, some cases.
Yeah.
Younger than that, some cases. But then again, at that point, though, there's actually recorded case. There's a recorded case during some of the last battles of the war around Berlin. There's a case of like civilians letting a child soldier, you know, like a Hitler Youth that would have been, or somebody that was very, very young, so, you know, probably around that age or younger, taking off his uniform and joining them inside of a cellar underneath a house. And an SS troop had a Panzerfaust and was about ready to shoot it into the cellar because he deserted. And Wehrmacht soldiers shot the SS guy because he was just being crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
yeah. So I mean, there's recorded cases of just at that point, just like fuck the SS at that point.
Yeah, blatant. Just at that point, Germany was like, you know, the general population, I'm sure, was pretty much anti. They just wanted the war over. They were sick of all of it.
So we did finish that tank design. Do we want to go get the Panzerjäger 1 as well? Just double up on that.
Yeah.
So we get the anti-tank and we also get the artillery piece.
Yeah, I'd say so, definitely. We should go ahead and make a beeline straight to that.
Yeah.
And we should be close to those divisions being trained. Oh, nope. Well, they're supplied, though.
They're supplied. They just don't... Yeah, it takes a while to train them up.
But we've got 1.2k surplus of infantry equipment, so that's good. Everything's starting to...
Yes, that's the most we've had in years.
Yeah, everything's starting to bounce around.
Actually, months. It's been months. It's only been like a year. But we also figured out that for the next step, to get the Kaiser back, which is return of the Kaiser, we need to have... we need to have 40% support for the non-aligned party, which is the DNVP. So we're thinking about housing some anti-communist raids and decreasing their support overall, which is going to cost us 50 political power, which isn't a big deal. And we get that for 120 days. Why don't we do that?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Is it just me, or does like the little icon for like the envelope with the check mark look like hazy or out of focus?
It looks a little out of focus.
Okay,
I don't think it's just you.
I'm wearing glasses. It's screwing with me.
It looks a little bit out of focus, yeah. Oh, so you've got to wear glasses. You're farsighted, correct? If I'm correct on that.
Yeah, when I'm close into a screen, it's hard to focus. It hurts my eyes.
Yep, I am nearsighted, so I understand your pain.
Poland seeks Baltic cooperation. There is no outcome for us that does not risk yet more oppression of the Polish people. Following Poland's distancing from the international community, Polish politicians have been pursuing the idea of power between the seas. While the hope is to create an alliance stretching from the Baltic to the Black Sea, their stated priority remains to reinforce their position against threatening influences both the East and West. To this end, Poland is seeking closer bonds with their neighbors in the Baltic. So they're going for their own alliance instead of working with the Allies.
Ah, interesting.
So I think we've basically figured out fan Prussian militarism is the automatic next choice we're going to take for the focus.
Yep.
Because why wouldn't you? It's such a great one. And what do we got? Okay, so our factories are back working on the line now. Now that those the bill things have been finished. So we've got at least not as many on the line as we did beforehand, obviously, because they're building things for the civilian market. But we've got a lot more than 6 now, so that's good.
Exactly, and we're putting some new ones up. So no longer rebuilding a lot of that. It's just infrastructure that needs to be rebuilt.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, so we have a spare military factory. Where do we want to put it? What's our priority?
Let's see. What do we got here? We're doing great for logistics-wise. We're doing great. We're doing great with artillery. Boy, we got a great
make
surplus.
A new line. We could do a new production line for that for the self-propelled artillery piece, or for the heavy fighter.
Yeah, that's a good point. Choices. I'm thinking our Air Force is still rebuilding. Maybe get some of those self-propelled artillery going, though.
Okay, we'll get the Bisons up.
Yeah,
then.
since we've already got the research, we just need to get those tanks transferred over.
There we go. And we have a Panzerjäger. It's now been finished as well. So now what do we want to do? We're in 1937. So we could go to the artillery page and pick up a Pack 36. Or we could research some special forces related things.
Let's do some special forces.
Or even
maybe
go to the Navy and pick up the first carrier.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Maybe we'll push the carrier because we haven't really done a whole lot with the Navy. We might need to start building that up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll get the first carrier.
Then we can start doing some carrier variants too. Later down the line, start using a research slot for those.
Yeah. Okay, and we're now converting self-propelled artillery pieces from our current stockpile. So they cost less per unit. They only cost 1 tungsten per instead of the entire, steel and everything they had to do before. And they produce a lot quicker. So we'll have close to 100 spare of those.
Yeah, and they actually got so they actually get the Bison. Bison actually, that ties into that, right? As I'm looking here.
Yeah.
So they get the bonuses for that. So these are going to be some fast-moving, light self-propelled artillery. Going to be some fast-moving artillery. It's going to keep right up with infantry and everything like that.
Well, yeah, keep right up with trucks, other tanks, other light tanks. They're going to be pretty good. I mean, it's a really small gun. Self-propelled artillery pieces always had smaller guns than the towed artillery.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They won't be that bad.
Yeah, I think it'll be useful. It's gonna have a place.
Yeah. So since that's happening, why don't we go to our recruit and deploy? Because have you modified a division template ever?
I have not. Oop, actually, we got that.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do a little tutorial now. Then I'm gonna pause the game and we're gonna do this. If you go to the recruit and deploy screen, and you see Panzer Division there.
I do. Yep.
Click the edit button.
All right.
Okay, this is the division as it is currently laid out. All right. Now you can see one thing is in the division that's slowing it down quite a bit, and that's in the support companies. And can you tell what it is? It's the support artillery pieces.
Yeah, that we've got added right off to the side. Yep, right in the support.
Yeah. And that's slowing it down a lot because that's not motorized, and it's all by it's either horse or
truck.
foot.
Yeah.
So it's very slow. The engineers and the recon company are all motorized. They have I think they're all motorized. Possibly, I'm not sure off the top of my head. Either way, it would probably be best to get rid of the support artillery pieces that are currently hit there, so you can click that, and then you can remove it off of the design template.
All right.
And then once that's gone, you can click on these, you can click on the main screen, so you see where all the other, I think their battalions are at. You can click the one to the left, or the right, furthest one right, the new column. You can click that, go to Armored, and then that'll list our current available armored divisions that you can deploy. And you can see we have one, our armored battalions, or whatever they are. They have one that's the light self-propelled artillery pieces. So you can click that, and you see it has like 5 stars to add cost. Well, we have 168 of those. That's Army experience. And you have to spend experience to modify divisions.
And we actually got some of that experience from the Civil War.
Yes, we did. And see, with this, will be much... like, I have an example right here that's unmodified, so its current speed... Let's see, max speed is 12 kilometers per hour. So your current speed, with those modifications, what? First stat on the stat card.
Yeah, I'm sitting at 12 kilometers right now.
Take out the recon and the engineering company.
Okay. Still sitting at 12.
Still sitting at 12. Let's see here. What do they got? I'm trying to see speed. Well, that's 12 kilometers per hour. I'm going to check the infantry. Yeah, the infantry's at 4 kilometers per hour. So, that's still pretty fast. You can put back those 2 support companies if you need to.
All right.
The recon and the engineering company. But with that light artillery, the self-propelled artillery pieces, that's going to give you a mobile artillery support. It's also, instead of being a support company of artillery, it's an entire battalion of artillery. So it's a much larger base of artillery pieces to support.
Because it doesn't fall over in the support category like the other one did, the artillery there.
Yeah, that's a company. Essentially, a support artillery piece is just a company of artillery pieces. Which is, I don't remember, for 1940s, what would that be? That'd be like...
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know.
That'd be a couple of batteries, right? It wouldn't be that many. So, and then once you're done with the modifications, you can click Save, and that'll spend the points on modifying it. And you can also hover your mouse over the Save button, and it'll tell you what's going to change in terms of infantry equipment that's going to be needed to effect these changes, what equipment needs to be affected, and how much we have in stockpile.
Yeah, and adding those light support infantry, you threw 2 on there?
No, just one for right now.
Okay.
Because we don't need 2 currently, and that's...
But that increased the soft attack by a lot.
Mm-hmm. They'll be more effective against infantry then.
Did you add it up in the next box over, technically, under combat?
Yeah. Just a new column of support.
Yeah.
Battalions is what I usually do. And then, yeah. And then once you do that, you click the Save button, and it'll modify it, spend the points on what needs to be spent, and it'll apply that to any divisions that follow this template in the field. So our current Panzer divisions will also get these modifications.
So this doesn't actually make a whole new template. It just modifies that one that we already have. That's why we're editing that particular Panzer one.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then once we get it on the production line, we'll also put the anti-tank in there as well. Have you saved it?
You want me to save it as I got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I haven't modified it. I'm teaching you to modify it.
Perfect. So I have saved it.
There
and adding those there did decrease the max speed a little bit, 0.5 kilometers.
A little bit, but not too much.
Nope, not at all.
They're still fast, and that did aid in the soft attack and give you just a little bit more to work with.
So now where can we see those units being re-outfitted? Can we actually see that somewheres?
Yeah, you can look at... If you go to the Recruit and Deploy, there's a thing at the top of the screen called Reinforcements.
Okay.
And you have your mouse over that. There's currently 36 light artillery pieces that are going to be going out to divisions in the field, because we only have 1 Panzer division, and 5 have currently gotten there. So that's what's going to happen there.
Nice. Awesome.
We have another national focus to take.
We cannot do the Kaiser yet, but But
why don't we go for naval rearmament? That gives us 3 naval dockyards for free.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because we haven't even advanced that yet, that whole tree.
Yeah. That'll help us a lot. We need those dockyards to help rebuild the Navy.
I know, our Navy's so crippled right now. Huh. We're trying.
What do we have for our current high seas fleet? We only have 3 destroyers. Once we get new dockyards, I think the first order of business is to put on a couple of orders for destroyers. We need screens. And how goes our political power?
Oh yeah, the heavy cruisers doing pretty good.
Away. Yeah, heavy cruisers are doing pretty good. They're almost first one's almost done. It's not too far away.
Yep. And we'll have a battleship here in about 11 months.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about dropping 1 dockyard from the bottom battleship and putting it on the top one.
That's a good idea. And since it's already retooled 4 battleships, it won't affect it actually won't affect that.
Call somebody is going to pick me up here soon. Well, not soon. Somebody's picking me up in a couple hours. Called. I'll have to text her in the break.
Can't talk right now. Destroying countries.
Destroying current world power structure. We have 1 spare military factory. I'm thinking we go ahead and we do the anti-tank. The tank destroyers.
Yeah.
And get those going. The Panzerjäger 1, which the picture of this in the production screen looks nothing like a Panzerjäger 1. Looks more like a Nashorn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's really no different.
Because if you ever seen like a Panzerjäger 1, it's just like it's a Panzer 1 with like a gun shield and like I think a 30 I think it's a 3.6 centimeter gun or something like that. Like it's not a big gun. It's not as big as that gun, which is as big as the chassis.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Construction's going well. Infrastructure's getting repaired naturally over time, even though we don't have factories working on it. Repair does happen naturally. So we're cutting down that quite a bit, and our military factories are getting built pretty quickly because of all of our decisions we've taken.
Yeah, we've taken a lot of decisions for industry. We really wanted to boost that.
That's the thing. A country can't go to war unless you have a good industry to support it.
Yeah, exactly. That's really the backbone. How do you fight a war without the industry to support something?
Yeah, without bullets, you can't do anything.
Yep, bullets can't fly without supply. Oh boy. Ooh, naval rearmament.
You're turning into an S3.
I know it's happening.
I think the next naval one is good as well.
Yeah.
35 days, and we get 2 more dockyards.
Yeah, that's perfect. We're gonna need the extra dockyards for sure. Just having those ones freed up helped.
Yeah, so let's put another one into the battleship. So that brings it down to 6 months for the first
Nice.
one, and 1 more for the Hipper, and then. We have one spare. Just another one into the top battleship. Just try and roll it out quick.
I'd say so. Yeah, let's definitely get a battleship out there. I don't think we have any more, right? We did lose all the battleships.
Yeah, we lost them all. We lost them all because the Nazis wouldn't give us theirs.
Yeah, we've got some destroyers and light cruisers.
I'm trading another factory to the U.S. for some more oil because we're low on oil and it's slowing down our heavy cruiser production.
Okay.
And I'm going to trade 1 more factory to the Dutch East Indies.
For rubber.
So that should bring our construction. If we look at production now, yeah, we're making 1.29 heavy cruisers a year now. So
no, that's
we're
a lot
most of the way
better.
through this one. So we're making quite a bit now. and we're down to 5 months on the Scharnhorst class that's being built right now.
Yeah, it was just chromium now that was hurting us for the battleships. But we're not,
chromium's rare.
Yeah.
Chromium's rare.
We're not too worried about
So
that.
that second run of infantry is done and in Berlin. All for you.
Here we go.
That should allow you to completely garrison the border.
I
You only have like 4 provinces that are open, 4 or 5, so that should give you 1 division on each province.
it will. Yep, it looks like that's gonna do it.
Oh no, you're missing 1 in the coast.
Oh, there it is. Yep, up near the top. Actually, 2 up there. Yep.
2 up there?
Right. Yep.
Oh yeah. Yep. So you're close. You're close. You're more. It's more filled out than the Polish troops on the border.
Yes.
But then again, I guess we're not necessarily that big of a deal right now.
Yeah, we're not too worried about. We haven't really.
They're not worried about us.
Yeah, they're off doing their own thing. I mean, we've completely switched gears now.
Yeah, we're not Nazis anymore.
Exactly. They'd probably feel a lot better. There's that construction too.
Good. Let's switch over to concentrated industry. I think would be a great one.
Yep.
Just factory output up and dockyard output up.
Oh, that's gonna be
great.
That's gonna be great. That's gonna be really good. The dockyard, especially getting that navy rebuilt.
Yeah. What did you say when we first got here? Oh, we're not gonna worry about the navy.
I know.
But
Now it's become important. When one loses the navy, it then becomes much more important.
The navy's not important until it is.
Until it's completely destroyed.
So currently our surface fleet consists of 4 destroyers and 2 light cruisers. It's like the navy of like Paraguay, like in 1930.
We've probably got the same. I think we're pretty close to the same naval equivalent of like maybe a country like Ethiopia. I don't know.
But Ethiopia doesn't have a coast.
Ethiopia doesn't even exist.
You're true. Yeah, that is true.
Ooh, there's that naval effort.
Okay. So, we can return the Kaiser.
Oh, let's do it.
Bring back Wilhelm II.
I bet we'll get all sorts of pop-ups for that.
Probably.
We got our
I'll
free
have to do a lot
dockyards.
more reading. Yeah. So what do we want to do for dock? You know what? I said this. Let's put on destroyers. We need screens. So we'll have destroyers up on an indefinite build, and we're building 2 a year. We'll just keep. We'll also queue up 2 more dockyards. So when the battleship finishes, 2 of those dockyards will go to the destroyer.
Yep.
Same thing with the battleship below it.
Good. Yep.
I think that works. I'm going to double up on the factories in the self-propelled artillery and tank destroyers. So we're producing almost 5 a week. More than 5 a week for the artillery and almost 5 a week for the destroyers.
And that's just refitting those old Panzer Ones. So as soon as we run out of Panzer Ones, they stop.
Well, no, then they start building new ones.
Oh, okay.
They start building them fresh, so we can keep producing them
for a while.
It's just cheaper to refit from the stockpile.
From the stockpile, yep.
All right. Well, we just got maintenance companies. Let's pick up signal companies. We got the radio.
We did, yeah. I think that's the next step.
Now what do? We have a modified government now.
We could do that. We could go and modify it. But
Chief of the Army?
yeah, what do we got actually for options there? Let's see.
We have 4 options. An army organizer, an army offense, and an army maneuver.
Division speed, division attack, division organization. Ooh.
Speed's pretty good. I like that speed guy.
Yeah, I do. Division speed plus 10%. That's yeah. We're going with a really fast attack army. It's like
I don't know. I like the idea of that.
Yeah, I do too.
Instead of grinding out against an enemy, we're just trying to
just
outmaneuver them.
just blitz them real quick. I mean,
it also kind of fits with German, like a post World War I resurgent German Empire, learning from its mistakes in World War I. Like they don't want to get dragged out into like into an attrition war.
Yeah, exactly. You take as much land as possible, shocking all the enemy before they can even rebound. You've already got their capital, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Army maneuver.
I mean,
Army maneuver guy.
all we need to do now is just paint everything red, and we'll be really fast.
Red ones go faster.
Just paint.
Keep forgetting you're a 40K fan.
Oh yeah,
so infrequently.
I love 40K. I've even contemplated like getting and this sounds stupid, but getting some sort of like just Warhammer 40K tattoo because I think it's so. There's so many like.
Oh, I've wanted to get an Aquila on my shoulder. Like, the upper arm, an Aquila. That'd be great.
That'd be so cool, or something like that, or even if you get something really detailed, just even like a. But you'd have to go to like a really good tattoo artist because you'd want it done right. But even get like maybe like
or a Acadian gate on the shoulder.
Oh my god! Or like even like a Space Marine or something. But have like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean I've had these cool ideas. I've always said I was gonna do it because why not? I mean I absolutely love 40K. I read the books. I play the games. I play the actual tabletop game. Yeah.
A pop up. Italy announces claims on Yugoslavian territory.
Ooh.
Speaking to the Italian population among the coast, Benito Mussolini has announced Italy fully considers Italian-speaking territory in Yugoslavia to be a rightful part of Italy. An official statement backed up the claims, making it clear that Italy is prepared to take the territory by force if need be.
Oh boy.
So things are brewing down in the Baltic. Or, no, the Balkans, not Baltic. We also have spare civilian factories for the first time. So what do we want to do for our what do we want to do for our construction?
That's a good point.
Synthetic refineries?
That's not a bad idea.
Put it around like
+2
Ostmark.
oil, +2 rubber. Because right now we're buying or trading rubber and oil.
We're importing rubber and oil. So decreasing our reliance on foreign imports is nothing bad.
Yeah, especially because the war. I mean, the tension's going to keep going.
The U.S.
up.
will fall on this.
Exactly. They may not like us.
Yeah, so I'm going to put 2 synthetic refineries in Ostmark.
Last thing we need right now is an oil embargo.
Yeah. Just look at what happened to Japan.
Yeah, see how that went.
Alright, I've got to put down 6 refineries in like this little, bit of land that stretches down on the eastern half of the country.
Do we want to...
That should be good.
Train some more divisions?
What's our current... you know what? Let's fan out our Panzer Corps.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, let's...
Because we only have one, right? Where is it?
Yeah, we only have a single one.
Ah.
Yeah, you've got one, and I have the one motorized. So why don't you put on an order of, let's say, 4 Panzer divisions.
Okay.
And we'll put those in Berlin, because those will I think make a Panzer army out of our Panzers and motorized.
Love it.
And make sure that's only for 1 run instead of 2 or anything like that, or infinite.
Yeah, right there, 1 run.
There you go.
Awesome, nice,
and
got it.
We're currently we're missing 600 light tanks and 100 self-propelled artillery pieces, but
we've got some.
We're producing
time.
a good amount.
Yeah, let's see, so 600. What's the actual? Let me see, production.
1.2 a day.
So we'll get there. We're gonna get there.
We'll get there. We have a spare military factory. I think putting that on the Panzer IIs would be good.
Yep.
Increase our daily production. But we did finish the carrier design. So that is a thing that we finished. We could go to the next one, because that is still not ahead of time. We could get the Tier 2 carrier. Yeah,
we might as well go ahead and push for it. I don't think we're even going to bother building any Tier 1, right? So
no, it's too
early on. We don't really have the naval. We don't even have a navy yet, let alone throwing carriers out there in the Baltic.
We did get our first heavy cruiser, though. The Admiral Graf Spree. To replace the one that the Nazis sunk.
Ah, nice.
Or actually the one we sunk that the Nazis were controlling, but it's still the Nazis' fault, so...
We're going to blame it on them. They're not around to defend themselves, so...
Exactly. So we now have... according to organization, we have an actual fleet. We have a capital ship with screens now.
Fantastic.
Instead of just screens. It's actually funny. We still have one of the destroyers that made it through the war was a Tier 1 destroyer, the Wolf.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, type 23, which I think is it's a World War I design.
Yeah, that's an old boat.
Yeah, it survived the war.
Love it.
Return of the Kaiser has finished. I think we'll get a pop up here soon.
I'd imagine, yeah.
It's still Moccasin in command.
And we got to decide where we're going next, because that opens up a couple different... That actually opens up a lot of different routes.
I'm thinking we're focusing on the Navy for a little bit there. Let's look at the Army innovations. And the things to the left side of the screen. We have a lot of things here.
Yeah, we haven't really jumped over here in a while.
Coal liquidization, look at that. That gives us a free synthetic refinery.
Well, that's perfect. I think that's what we want.
Yeah, let's pick that up. But looking at the time, that is the end of this episode.
Oh, yeah. Dead on with the last couple episodes.
Yep.
All right. Hey, looking pretty good. World tension getting up there, 28% now. I think that has a lot to do with Italy.
Japan and Italy's saber rattling.
Yep. No, and we brought it up actually with the return of the Kaiser.
Oh, well.
Well. Either way, though, yeah, the rebuilding's going great. I think we're starting to bounce back to where we were before the Civil War.
Yeah, just need to bring the military back up to snuff.
Yep.
Still a shell of its former
Just
self.
the military and a little bit more of the Navy. But it's looking
and the Air Force. The Air Force, definitely.
Yes, and the Air Force, which we haven't really dealt a whole lot with. We're just building... I think we're still...
I think our deficit's gone.
Yes. Yeah, other than that one naval bomber we never brought back.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we're doing good. We got a nice surplus. All right. So with that being said, I want to thank you all for joining us. We hope that you've enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.